Everybody, Stuart Forsher here with my lovely wife Ashley. For those of you guys who don't know me, I have lost 30 pounds over the last 6 years, and in fact kept off 30 pounds. Also overcame anxiety issues, self-confidence issues, most recently hypothyroidism, and I've overcome these challenges and started my own business as a fitness coach to help others overcome these types of challenges as well, and also helping other people start their businesses and make money by helping other people. And so tonight I'm here to interview my lovely wife Ashley to ask her if she would share about the 21-day cleanse that we did and her experience. We are just on the Thursday after finishing the 21-day cleanse that we started on January 1st. And so let's get into it. Are you excited?
No. It's a little scary.
Yeah. So not a problem. But okay, so last month, we made the decision to do this starting on January 1st. And so we got ready to do it. And I know that you weren't excited to do it at one point. You were thinking about bailing. And I said, well, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. I'll just do it by myself. And then, I had bought both kits, so I said, well, I'll just save the other kit for next time to do it again. But you decided to do it, so why did you decide to do it?
We did this, a while back, the 21-day ultimate reset, and I remember what it was like the first time. Vaguely remember what it was like. I knew it was a little difficult that time, so I was a little nervous it was going to be harder this time since it's been so long. But just decided that it was time to do it again, and that's it.
Okay. So what made you, why did you make that decision to just do it, as the Nike, commercial says?
Well, I think I just decided to just do it because I knew I had gotten myself into a pattern of eating badly, just being on the run with the kids all the time. And so I just knew that maybe this would give me a clean start for the new year.
That's awesome. And I know you had already started with your walking and everything at the end of last year. And so this was a good way to take it to the next level. Oh, and if you could not interrupt our video, I'd really appreciate it. We'll save him for another time because he is awesome on video. But so, I was already proud of you for getting started with that, and just super proud of you for doing this, because as you found out, it was completely awesome. And I had some fear going in as well, even though we had done it before. I just had some fear because it had been a long time, and anytime you do something like that is challenging, there's a little bit of fear and anxiety that goes on. So what was your experience like with this cleanse?
So it was a lot easier than I thought. The first time, I just remember it being hard because we really followed the plan. We really watched the schedule. We ate the foods we were supposed to eat every day. And not that we didn't this time, but we modified it just slightly, eating some of the things that we really enjoyed the most, eating those for dinner more often. So that made it a lot easier this time.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I think your fitness journey is basically a process where, and we got Lori Richards on here, by the way, checking this out. So, hey, Lori, thanks for joining us. But your fitness journey is a process of you becoming an investigator to find out what works for you. There's no one size fits all. This program comes with a book, right? And you go through it. And I think the first time you do a program, you have to kind of stick with it and see how it goes and how it is. But once you repeat a program, and hopefully you do a program more than once, because fitness is a journey, not a destination, right? So you can't just do these things once. You have to do them over and over again, kind of like bathing. And so once you do it the second time and third time and so on, you kind of learn what works best for you, and you can modify it while staying within the parameters of the program. So with that being said, how did you feel once you got into it? First week, second week, third week? With those 3 phases, how did you feel?
I think the first week was a little difficult because you're kind of pulling back out or pulling off of all of the things that you normally would eat on a daily basis. So you're kind of skimming those back so you don't get all the good food, the good bad food. And then just eating clean. So the first week I think I was a little bit more lethargic than, normal. But then the second week I really felt more, I don't know, you feel lighter. Like you feel clean. You know what I mean? It's
So,
kind of hard to explain. What is that?
well, I think it goes back to, you are what you eat. And, that just what you put in your body makes you feel a certain way. And, it may take a few days of eating that way for you to feel really good, but, eventually you're going to feel pretty darn good, you
Yeah.
know? And so I think that's what happened. And it happened with me as well. I mean, first few days was hard for me too, because I think anytime you switch up your diet, I mean, I was already eating clean, right? But
Yeah.
I didn't have my portions dialed in like I did for the cleanse. And so that's a little bit of a shock. And, but, once your body kind of normalizes, you start feeling really, really good.
Yeah, and I think like the first week you're going down in calories, right? Because what you normally would eat is certainly not what you're recommended to eat calorie wise.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get down to what you really should be eating on this plan, it kind of shocks your body. And then I felt like once I got into the second and third weeks, like I didn't really feel hungry. I wasn't starving at all, ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy eating fruit for breakfast. So that wasn't a bad thing for me to do. And so I've been still doing the same part of the plan,
Mm-hmm.
even 4 days removed from the plan.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, it totally makes sense. I've always been the type of person that eats 5 or 6, 7 times a day.
Yeah.
And that doesn't even include like sometimes my recovery drink after my workout.
Yeah.
So for me to go down to eating 4 times a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and afternoon snack was really hard. I know that wasn't.
For me, it's not so much because I can eat breakfast. I can sometimes skip lunch, have a snack in the afternoon, and then have dinner and be done for the day.
Yeah.
So that part didn't bother me at all.
So if you're watching this and you're the type of person that only eats, 3 times a day, this would probably be a great thing for you. If you eat, 6 or 8 times a day, like I do a lot of times, that's going to be a challenge. But the crazy thing is, for me, ever since we finished the cleanse, I also have only been eating, the 3 meals and 1 snack a day, plus my post-workout recovery drink. So I've been sticking with that, which really surprises me because I've never done that before.
Sure.
I mean, I eat all the time.
Yes.
So me and Collins were like buddies. We're always snacking,
For sure.
but not anymore. So, I can change. You can change. Don't ever pigeonhole yourself as someone who is, this or that, because you never know what kind of changes that you might want to make in your life. So, so tell me about your results. What have your results been like?
So I was really surprised the first week. I really started dropping weight, and I think that had a lot to do with the calorie reduction, and that I just was eating clean. So far, as of this morning, I've lost 9 pounds. So to me, that was awesome. So
that is awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think you lost 6 during the 21 days, right? And then you've lost another 3 this week.
I lost 7 during the 21 days, and then I've lost 3 this week. So I don't know if it's kind of like an after effect or something, but
yeah,
that's what I'm gonna go with.
Wait, so how much have you lost total?
9.
Okay, 9. Yeah. So I mean.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 6 and then 3.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you said 7. So,
yes.
Okay, so basically 2 pounds a week for 4 weeks. And you have PCOS, which for those of you guys who don't know, polycystic ovarian syndrome is one of the most difficult conditions to overcome in terms of losing weight. And so to be able to lose 2 pounds a week, that's pretty remarkable. And so that goes to show you the power of doing a cleanse like this, where you're basically resetting your body. And hey, Rocio, thanks for joining us. Thank you for the love. But yeah, for someone to be able to do that, it shows you the power of what this type of cleanse that can do to really just be a reboot for your system. And it really is. So that is super awesome. I wanted to ask you something else, but so you talked about your results. You know, the biggest things, you know, really that hold people back that I see from starting their fitness journey are, you know, just doubt and fear. It's that fear of change. You know, I think as humans, we're just afraid of change, even if it's good change. You know, a lot of times we get comfortable in our ways and we fear change. So, you know, what advice do you have for someone who's thinking about starting their journey?
For me, I think it's about, well, for me, it was always like, I have to be ready to do this for myself. I couldn't have anybody else tell me that I needed to do it. I needed to figure that on my own. And then once I got that into my head, then just to decide to do it. Just do it. Make it happen. So my journey is starting and slowly, but it's where I am.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we all know that we need to be healthy, right?
Yeah.
But it's not what we need, you know, it's what we want. And if you want something in life, you know, you can have it. It's just a matter of having that desire, you know, and it doesn't matter what struggles you've had in the past. You know, the past is the past. It doesn't matter what your genetics are. There's always somebody who has, you know, worse genetics than you, who came, you know, who has struggled, who is older than you, or whatever the case may be, who has done it, right? So you can do it too. So, you know, my advice to you guys, if you're thinking about doing something like this, you know, you will not regret doing this cleanse. It is absolutely life-changing. And, you know, I just shared with you that I used to eat like 6-7 times a day, and now I'm only eating the 3 meals and a snack. That's remarkable, you know, and it's really benefiting me. And here she is, having lost 9 pounds with PCOS, you know, 9 pounds in 4 weeks. It's just not even 4 weeks. So it's just like the power of this thing is absolutely incredible. And I hope that I actually have a little shout out here to Kara, Sarah, and who else? I have one other person that's slipping my mind, but you guys that are getting ready to start, I'm super proud of you for taking this journey, and want to let you guys know that I'm here, you know, to answer any questions and here to guide you guys through and take you by the hand and help you do it. So you guys are going to rock it as well, I know. So any final thoughts before we sign off?
I don't think so.
Rocio, Damaris, Tiffany, thank you guys for joining us. We certainly appreciate it. Great job, honey.
Yes.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
God's gonna win the Super Bowl.